Right back on that ass with another episode. When we talk about NFTs, there's only one podcast to tune into. This one right here. About to spit these rhymes like a masterclass. Connect your MetaMask. Half this PFP's a trash. DNS, do not smash. Crypto Poppy found a niche. Now he's getting cash. Rules ain't there yet. Please don't be rash. NFT got stepped on the scene. He made a splash like corporate cash. I just quit my job at DoorDash. Nice guys finished last. Stepped out of the ashes straight into the squanch land. Fungibly a new man. Alphabet, he's flyer than a fucking toucan. Ways to go from kangaroo land. Schiller, he a moon man. About to get goofy, go grab doofy, get a horse. My wife couldn't get my NFTs, straight up in divorce. Fuck it, take the keys to my motherfucking porch. Trash cash, let the mad bees run the course. Squanching past the knowledge like a motherfucking torch. From the outside looking in, I just got off the porch. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go, 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 go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go, 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 go. Go AB, go AB, go. If you didn't, now you know. Like Suki's a pump in the blow. TikTok's art is a trend to go. Plunging, no plunging, and capping, no capping. Been around the block and been running laps and been writing rhymes and been getting raps and keeping that ETH when dingling taps and snap in, snap out. I'm big on big cloud. Don't scream, don't shout. Suck the cool cat, cool those two. What's incoming? I can't afford you. Zed had got a horse that is glue. Sneaker heads better stick to their shoes. Creatures trending, I'm not a muse. Lost souls blow up, I'ma light the fuse. BG on sports, I bet I'm gonna listen. Cody and ZK, they men on a mission. The lawyer be lawyer, while Bakra be fishing. What is the floor and how many minted? Am I gonna ape and I already hinted. Don't have an ape and it ain't no mystery. But these bad boys about to make history. Fresh ass suit at the Christie's. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go AB, go AB, go. Go, go, go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back with another weekly edition of Limited Edition. I have here tonight Crypto Poppy and Trash Cats to start the show off. I just want to say right off the top, that Go AB, Go loop might need to be changed. Like, do you guys think they kind of jumped the shark a little bit with that, with doing all the change? They just changed so much stuff up, man, and I don't know if it's going to recover like to what it was. I mean, there's so much new stuff coming out now that can compete with it. I mean, what do you guys think? Just off the top of my head, man. Like, I was talking about this the other day too. Like, they added the whole, instead of just the high gas minting, they did the backwards bidding, and then they also did they broke up everything, the different on the open sea, so now it's harder to find. I guess, like, people, it's not as easy to find anymore as it used to be.
Yeah, I think that really harmed them, the separating the collections, because it's, I mean, if a piece of art is not really on your mind, you're not going to go looking for it, right? So a lot of things get lost, and I mean, I think art blocks will recover, man. They just pump so hard so quickly that a hard correction was warranted. So it's just going to take some time. I think it will cycle back to generative art eventually.
I agree. I just don't know if it's ever going to return to close to what it was, is what I meant.
Yeah, it's funny because I think most people were asking for them to split up the collections. Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why they did it. Like, that was the feedback. It's don't get me started on Top Shot, but it feels like those that just give in to whatever the community is asking for, like, the community does not always know best. Like, no, that's crap. If you're building a project and saying, well, we're going to do whatever the community wants. Well, no, like, the community is not always in the best interest of the long-term vision of the project. Many members of the community want it to pump so they can get out. And so it was interesting. Like, that was like feedback I heard all the time about art blocks. Their whole problem is that they're not separated. Now they're separated, and you're absolutely right. It feels like the community is turned around and now saying the whole problem is that they're separated.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Well, when it was pumping, like everybody would flock to that one feed, right? So you see this one collection pumping, and then you see the other collections, and that's how you discover the other art. But now, you're searching for whatever, and you don't see everything else, and like I said, things just get lost and get forgotten about.
And the thing that really stands to be seen in this space is this goes for Top Shot, this goes for art blocks, this goes for a lot of things, is are people willing to collect for the pure just collectible and not be given any utility, any benefits other than literally just holding a collectible in your wallet? That still stands to be seen whether that can survive in this space. And I'm not sure, man. I'm kind of with Thong. I don't know that we ever see, or so I can't remember which one of you two said. Like, do I think it has another run up? Sure, everything is down, so there's probably another run up. I just don't know if we're ever going to see like a massive run up like the way we did last time, because people in 2022 are going to demand, I think, a lot more utility.
For sure. And I peer reviewed mystery mints a few times with people, and oh my gosh, I got back so much a lot of flack at the beginning, and some this bashing me pretty much for basically at the beginning. We switched stuff up since then, but I was getting just killed for like just having another project just like everybody else is. They're like, dude, that's already been done, don't do that. It was before me. Like, I always bounce stuff off before you go with it, for sure. Like, you're not gonna go in a trial without having a fake jury pool and testing it out to see if that's the right way to do it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a marketing guy. I don't have a business to do all that crazy stuff where you bring in groups of people. I just bounce off friends, and I don't know. They want a lot more, just like you said. They want a wolf game. They want something that's gonna create liquidity. But the other thing is, I was talking last night with a group of guys from Snipers, and they made some really good points. Like, basically, like the Wolf game and Pirates and all these games now that are giving you back free tokens and free money that you can exchange. Somewhere down the line, you're going to have more people willing to buy in order to pay for all that stuff. I mean, it's going to go away unless you have more to offer. And that too, I mean, everything. Anyway, aside from that, so what have you guys been up to, man? I haven't been, this is like 2 weeks I haven't had a show. I was sick last week, and a week before that Thanksgiving. So hung out with some family. That's what we do in the US.
Yeah, speaking of the Wolf games and the Wizards and Dragons, that's all I've been really up to, is degening into those games and kind of bouncing off one to another. And
you're in all of them then.
Are you in Wizards?
A lot of them.
Are you
I
in
am.
Wizards?
Yes. Yeah, I went pretty hard in Wizards.
Did you see my tweet from 5 minutes ago?
No. What
I haven't been on Twitter. What happened? Is there another problem?
Yeah, I trust the dev that's saying that there's an active exploit on it right now, and the team's ignoring it right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
so this could blow up while we're on stream.
What's the exploit?
People are minting dragons right now at Free Will and Alpha 8s.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did you do it? Did you get any?
No, I don't know. I'm no dev. I trust this dev. He DM'd me and he said,
they're gonna take him away.
So he approached the team and said, "Hey, there's an exploit," and somebody else, by the way, has already used the exploit. I found it kind of like second. Someone's already using it. They ignored him. They told him to go away, and they didn't want to pay him to help him solve the exploit. So he kind of went to Twitter about, I don't know, an hour ago, and it wasn't getting any attention because he doesn't really have any reach, but he's actually well-known dev. He's actually really well-known in the Top Shot world because he built a crazy sniping bot. I don't know if you Rithering Kudos.
It's not Raven. Okay.
So anyway, so So it's interesting. Honestly, I hate funding projects. And I was in Wolf Game. I'm not in anymore. But while I was in it, it sucked. Like like all of the energy that gets soaked into like trying to bring something down when you're a part of it and you're just trying to enjoy it. Like you like it, you enjoy it. Um, I hate that part of Twitter, to be honest. But I also feel like, well, if people are in this game and others are minting dragons freely, that reduces your chances. Like, probably should tweet about it. So I did. Yeah. So, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna like actively FUD this crap.
I thought you were saying a dev on the team was saying it, but no, you mean an outside dev. Okay, yeah. I got it now.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Like everybody should be doing it. I might have to go read your stuff and see what's going on.
Yeah, no idea. That's that sucks if it's true. But I think
I'm gonna read it right now.
They're like far enough along where they have most of the mints out and most of the tokens out. They might maybe shut everything down, just move to the next phase if it's ready. But I don't know. We'll see.
Great concept, man. Like I think my hat's off to Wolf Game. Many will disagree, but dude, they innovated this. Like they're the ones that created this particular concept, and it obviously they nailed it on the head because 20 projects tried to copy exactly what they did.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate we didn't really get to play out any of them all like full game without any exploits. I don't think I know of any that haven't been exploited yet. I could be wrong.
What's the game part of it though? Like I thought you just like, is it really a game or is it just you put them in the barn or wherever it is, and hopefully when you make new ones they don't get stolen?
Yeah, like all you need for a game is adrenaline, and it really gives you this like feeling of adrenaline when you're unstaking or deciding what to do. So yeah, it's an economics based game basically.
Right.
So this guy has a huge long thread going, huh? Oh wow. He just keeps going on and on about this. Oh my god. How many messages did he send? Like 50? There's a million here in that thread.
It's a well put together thread with evidence. I don't know how to read code these days. I forgot how to read code, so I can't validate it, but it probably should be addressed.
Probably, and I doubt there's gonna be any dragons left after tonight. Like, right? They're all gonna be gone. Isn't there so many they make total?
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be 10%, but
what if
I don't know how the expo
50% have a dragon now? Like, how's that work?
Yeah, that kind of just messes up the economics of the game.
Like, are they gonna retroactively go back and make them into wizards? Like,
they can't.
Can they do that?
They can't do that. No.
No, it's on the blockchain already, so they're stuck.
No, they
gotta create a new contract.
Yeah, they won't. They gotta kill the contract, like Dong's saying. Move on to the next phase.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that's why Wolf Game shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's funny because everybody else had to shut down too because they all copied their contract.
Yeah, I mean,
that's too funny. Oh man. You guys have anything else before we bring on Zurich Asset? Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is what it looks like.
No, let's get them on here.
All right. Hey, what's going on? Did I say your name right? Is it Zurich Asset?
Yeah, it is. That's it.
All right, perfect.
Don't ask me why it is that. It's just a name that was made up a long time ago that just stuck.
I believe the first time I ever spoke to you was on Discord, and we were talking about Wax product, those rock and roll cards, right?
It was actually before that.
It was Top Shot.
It was Top Shot. You traded me a Halliburton rookie for a Cool Cat, a John Collins.
That's right.
Cool Cat, I think.
I wanted to complete that. Collection, man. I made 3 collections off that. The first one. Yeah, I didn't want to really spend more money, man. I'd rather just trade or just sell off. I sold a bunch of stuff, and I didn't want to put more money in after that. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's cool, man. We go back all the way to January. Then that's craziness.
Back when you were called Card God.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. What's his name? Still calls me that. The first mid dude, Luke. He still calls me Card God from that.
Yeah.
So what you been up to, man?
I did a Top Shot trade with him as well in the early days.
Did you? What'd you guys trade?
Yeah. I think he traded me an Obi Toppin rookie, and I traded him a Patrick Williams rookie.
Oh, I don't really know who wins that.
They're both Series 2 rookies, right?
Yeah,
they're
they're both
year.
from the start. Yeah, it was back in about February or something like that. So, yeah. So, I guess just with me, like, I joined the Discord that we're all in early around February. Reached out to Wades when I heard him and got in. I think the Australian connection might have helped. So I met a lot of the people in there as well. And,
yeah.
Been buying and selling and trading and trying to do anything to make anything. Haven't been that successful. So what I decided to do was turn my attention to trying to make a project, and teamed up with Nostradamus, who's doing all the artwork for me for a project that we've got going on called Simples, which is we're going to try and launch pretty soon. Which is really cool. Like Nostradamus and I have really just interacted over Discord, and he's based in the Netherlands, and we're like, just teaming up to make a project together, and investing all the ETH together, doing all the artwork together. Well, I have the ideas. He's kind of coming up and making all the pictures, and he's actually made it look way better than what I thought it would be anyway. So, but like, I think that's really cool. I think that's like my favorite part about it, like being able to make something, or hopefully make something with a guy who lives on the other side of the world, and we've only met through Discord.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna. I found this, man. This is pretty cool. I found out how to actually work some more of this stuff on the StreamYard. Tell me what it looks like when I do this. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. Well,
awesome.
I think so. The link, you can't tell from the link, but it definitely works.
All right, sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just learning how to do this new stuff, man, because I don't really mess around with this stuff unless I'm on the show. So it's pretty cool to work out. So yeah, tell us about this project, man. I'll pull up your. Actually, I think you guys can pull up your own stuff now too. Like the StreamYard, they added that. They have something here called slides. I don't even know what that is yet. But they they now allow for you to have Ben is now part of the whole thing too. So now he can start programs or shows and all that. All right, do I have the right one? Yep, here we go. So let me
so that's a 2-page there.
Yeah, that's all you have right now, though, right? I mean, you don't have a web page yet that I saw.
No, we haven't got a website yet. We've got a domain name and all that stuff all sorted. We're just kind of finalizing the last touches of the artwork. So we've got a couple more animals and a few other different traits and designs we want to add to it. But look, it came out of the design of I'm a dad. I got 2 girls, so it's Nostradamus, and just some of the cool pictures that kids drew. Just really basic, cool images. So that's kind of a bit of a base figure there, and then we're kind of using that one and going on to some of the animals and some of the other cool designs that we've got. So, to be fair, as part of launching the project, I don't own a massive amount of NFTs, but I'm just gonna give them all away if we manage to mint out through it. So some of those ones that we're giving away are some of the projects that I've really liked and collected over the time. So I've been a big fan of Zeneca and his Discord, and Doodle's project, and Carlini's Purple Apes, Purple Cats. So yeah, it should be a bit of fun. Hopefully, we don't really have a launch date yet, but we're working towards it pretty soon. We've got about 5,000 to do. We're going to do the first 1,000 at about 0.02, and then the last 4,000 at 0.03, because we don't really want to do that expensive as a project. We just want to get something out there to kind of kick us off, and then we've got
for sure
quite a few ideas to go what we're going to do with it after, such as trying to help other projects launch as well. Try and link other artists who might be coming up with these really great art, but they don't have anyone to help them write a contract. And we might be able to help them try and do those.
That's tough, man. I mean, I always get people asking me all the time, do you have a dev or do you have a marketing team? Those are the 2 things the artists need. They need there is a guy actually, that one game, that card, the guy was selling those cards in our server. What's that project? Do you remember, where basically if you own one, you get they let everybody that owns one get their dev and the marketing and all that?
Ether cards?
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
I think that could be a good hit too, like if it catches on more, and if they can do what they say they're going to do. I mean, what if they sell like 1,000 of those? Do they really have the resources to do 1,000 projects? I mean, that's kind of a lot, but who knows? Who knows? So, how'd you guys come up with this idea? And what is this guy I'm looking at right now? What's he represent?
Well, that's just a bit of a rough when we come together. So it's obviously got the lion body with the subtuck head. That,
you don't want me to show that one? I'll show a
different
different one.
No, you can. You can show any of them. So that's kind of come up with some of the ways here, and that's kind of on with a bit of a cool cat kind of head and a badge there. So we've been giving out some of those badges on the Polygon network as well, just for people that are like voting in the Discord or supporting stuff on Twitter. Unfortunately, you have to go in the hidden folder to get them out because we're not verified yet. But we're just trying to find cool ways to track people that are, getting involved in the project early. And
for sure.
Looking to reward them down the track and do a whole bunch of cool things with it as well. Considering that we're kind of coming up with the art ourselves, we're able to kind of give back quite a bit more, hopefully.
So, what are you guys like aside from the PFP? What is this? What are you guys doing?
Well, we're just starting with the PFP as far as the project goes, but one of the stuff that we're looking to do with things such as looking for the sales from the mint, the secondary sales as well, linking that into creating like a community wallet where people can put up ideas for projects that they want us to back and want us to support with our community wallet. So whether it's someone that's in the Discord that's got some really cool art and they need some ETH to get the project off the ground, us as a group would come together and vote to donate some of our ETH to that project to help launch it, try and get other.
So that's pretty good. So it's like a kind of like a scholarship thing. Do they have to return that money?
Yeah. So, for example, you might have a couple of artists coming together with a great project and they may say, look, we don't have a dev. And through the network we might have a dev that could help them create a contract and launch the program for 3 ETH, and we'd fund that so that they could get the project off the ground. Because that's always I find that's the hardest part. Huh?
Well, I'm just wondering, do they have to pay you back?
Well, we haven't really got to that part as well. We look for them to potentially provide some benefits to the people that are holders of our projects, such as maybe whitelist or early access or those type of things as well. But
all right,
there could be a potential where they pay back the funds if the project actually works and gets off the ground, as we all know is pretty bloody hard to do sometimes.
I was reading today, there's a 12-year-old girl that just made $1.2 million by selling 7,700 of her NFTs of just drawings that she made. And they sold out in 2 hours. You don't see many projects doing it anymore, but she did, man. Some 12-year-old girl. Her parents set up the page for her. Don't know who did the dev work, but it just happened today or yesterday, I believe. So I don't even know where that came from. It just popped in my head. We got Ben back, man. He's
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How you doing, man?
What's up?
Oh, not too bad. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. So
nice to see everyone again.
I know it's been a while. Man.
It's good to be back.
Yeah,
it has for sure. I know my energy's not as high tonight. Sorry, guys. I'm dragging ass today. I was up all night, last night in the Squatch land. Everybody's Squatchy was telling me to go to bed. I told him to go to bed. I was like, why does he get to stay up and I have to go to bed? Like a kid would say. So then I had prove it to myself that I could stay up later than him, but that's never going to happen. That dude doesn't sleep at night. That guy's, he's on a reverse schedule from everybody. So anyway, here we are, and I'm doing my best because I want to talk more about your project. And Ben might have read about it, the simples, or not those simples.
Simples, yeah. So it's. I don't know. It's good to get the advice, I guess, to the people in the group here. Launching projects and getting projects to be successful seems, to be honest, it seems almost like a bit of a lottery sometimes. Is that the best way to look at it? It's really difficult. It's the right person at the right time, getting the eyes on the project, and it goes in one direction or another. You get stuck in one echo chamber that tells you that a project, for example, I've seen that in the Discord or any Discords. You'll see everyone talking down about a project, yet the project on the other side of the world is going successful and everyone's buying it. And it just seems to be two different.
You never know. I think it's all luck, and there's a lot of marketing, a lot of shilling. a lot of these projects that you see they're doing really well actually are privately paying people like Fleur and others to shill it in somewhere. I know people that paid people that never bought an NFT before, and it's like a celebrity or semi-celebrity, and they pay them money to just go buy. They don't really buy it, like they give them the ETH and they buy it, and they look what I bought, and then boom, that project just explodes. So I mean, if you have that money up front, that's the way to do it.
Like right now, this is probably the worst market I've seen since I joined in February for minting, for projects to release in this kind of landscape. So, right now you're either creating something that goes super viral, and the things that are creating virality right now are like obviously the Wolf Game copycats, but I think we're starting to get past that. So we'll be past that within a couple of weeks. So I can't wait till we get over this phase, to be honest with you. And so it's either like you're a project that it's either a project you're thinking long term, building utility long term, and you kind of know there's a 90% chance you're not going to sell out anymore immediately in an hour, but you just keep building, you keep chugging along, and hopefully build a community organically. Or you got to go the completely viral way, and sometimes that does mean paid marketing. It's funny, this space is so weird because everybody's against marketing. But explain to me what business somebody would form in real life and not have a marketing budget. Like,
for sure.
And who wouldn't want as a consumer, who wouldn't want the business that they maybe hold stock in to market their product? It's the weirdest thing. So
like LeBron James. Yeah, like I don't want LeBron James holding up my product. No way. Like, yeah, right. Like,
yeah.
So I get it.
In some ways, I like Mechaverse. It's funny because some of them that have done well, I clearly have marketed, and they've marketed to a different audience than us. So we're not always right, and the people we hang with aren't always right about what a project needs to successfully sell out. And some of the ones I've seen are like building their own net new like new NFT holders from TikTok or Instagram. And they're they're coming in, they're selling out. And hey, you know what? More power to them. I got nothing against them. So it's a strange time, man. And it feels like us, like our people, we're minting a lot less. You can tell. Sure. All of my friends are minting a lot less than we used to.
Nobody.
In the past, right?
I was hanging out with people last night, and one guy said that he has not minted anything since September. He said he's not going to mint unless something just blows his mind and says, I like that. That's totally different from everything else, and I like that. He's like, there's nothing out there like that he sees. So September is the last time he minted anything. And this guy has a lot of ETH. Like, he's not just some dude that's like holding his money in a suitcase or something. This guy, he has like probably like over 1,000 NFTs, and he's been collecting NFTs for like 3 years. Like he's an OG, and he's just like, there's nothing I like. Or nothing I like. There's nothing that separates itself, basically, is what he says.
The art that I saw Zurich is actually really cute.
Like Nostradamus is that.
Okay, yeah.
He's the one. He's the one that's done the art. But yeah, no, it is. I think we think it's a little bit different and a little bit kind of cool too. But
it's cool. It's
all your points.
Consider the other platforms. Like consider TikTok, Instagram. Because your price point too is a lower price point, so you're actually, the way I see your product based on the small, just a few things I've seen, is your target audience might be newcomers into the NFT space. So you might want to work on how to teach them how to create wallets, how to mint, right? Because they're probably more than likely to mint something at that cost than a whale who might think, well. I might not get my money out, like, for whatever reason.
And we're trying to build that in the Discord, like just some cool things as well. Like, because, Nostradamus has got ways of like what he's doing to show the way to get the art and to do the traits. And, that's going to be part of like what we're trying to do as well as we're making a project as well. There's a lot of people that will probably want to try and make their own ones too. And similar to what Kappa said before, just in regards to like, it's the first one, and like not many things succeed on the first one, or you got to give multiple goes and different ways of changing things and moving it around. So yeah, we're pretty excited to see how we're going to go, but we're still a little bit away from starting as well. So I appreciate Kappa's having me on anyway, just to
for sure. And honestly, I did this once on Steve Schiller's show, where I came on with ideas and just let him just go through and just bash anything that he felt which is stupid or whatever. And he was brutally honest. So if you have any of those questions, man, ask away. You have everybody here will tell you like what they like and don't like for sure. They're not going to hide their feelings. Like, we'll be gentle, but we'll give you an honest opinion too.
It's probably one of the questions I know, because like you guys have got some decent NFTs in the wallet, which I don't really have that, but either. But like when we come to like looking at projects that are launching now, we're comparing them to obviously projects that were launching like 3 to 4 months ago. Do you feel that we're kind of like in this state where we're just really looking at every project through survivorship, like kind of bias, that the only ones that have actually succeeded are therefore the only ones that are actually successful? Because often we can have that problem where so many projects they look really great on the launch, they might have a small contract problem, or one person with a decent following says something maybe incorrect about the project, which completely changes the course of the project. Like, I find everything so fragile, it goes like that, or down, up and down, like so quickly.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Is that like that's maybe I think going into the point where like no one's really mincing as many things at the moment.
I think in general, right, with the PVEs, like in general with the PVEs, what you're seeing with them is that they have one issue with the contract, or you have to withdraw your NFT and then enter it into a new contract, which with gas fees the way they are, that's not always ideal. So you see that a lot with them. I don't know about like normal projects, but definitely with PVEs, it definitely seems like a death kiss whenever that happens, because we've seen it with the Wolf game a little bit, right? As soon as they dropped quite a bit, as soon as people had to go to that new contract, and then I don't think you didn't have to enter into a new contract in WND yet, so I think that one's doing somewhat okay still.
You missed the beginning of the show, but that one just
is it doing bad?
Yeah, it just got exploited, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Is it one of those where you're gonna have to get released from one contract and then dive into the other one?
Probably, because people are free.
Yeah, so as soon as you have to do that, it's pretty much a death wish for your.
Yeah.
Well, what happened with Space Apes? Like, they had to change the name. Like that killed a lot of momentum, right?
Yeah, that crushed it. Yep, for sure.
But Zerk,
they literally changed the whole name of it, right? It went from Space Apes to Oogaverse.
I missed that. But Zerk, your question was, sorry, I think you asked a question. Your question was, is the kind of the past indicative of what's going to be successful in the future, right? And this,
and then do we tend to judge everything from the past as opposed to what something could be?
It's so tough to know, right? I mean, you see derivatives where it's like it has no roadmap, no nothing, right? But because it's cute and it came out at that time, and everybody's going to mint that, and they'll sell out their 10,000 right away with the team that's not doxed, with the team that doesn't have a roadmap, and it just sells out, right? Nobody can explain it. It just happens, but so it's so hard to know in this space.
Yeah, a lot of that's timing, because like Poppy said, we go through like these phases where right now it's the PvE. 2 weeks ago it was the little baby whatevers, and it's just whatever the flavor of the week is. A lot of the times,
babies.
It's almost like you basically.
It's so quick.
If you're building a project now, which I am too, and I know NFT God is too, you have to stay a little bit flexible, because if you're going to release in 2-3 months, even a month from now, the dynamics are different. Whatever's hot is different, and you should obviously stay true to your project and what you want it to be. But the reality is too that you may have to add a component that you weren't expecting to have to add, because your consumers are basically demanding that you give them that. So you got to stay somewhat flexible for whenever it is you're launching, and understand what's the landscape right now, what's hot, and at least recognize that we may have to add some piece to it.
Yeah. But your project,
see that with
like
tokens, I guess. You see that with tokens. So all the projects now adding tokens to their.
Yeah.
And I
that's
think
kind of a slippery slope as well.
Yeah, I think that might die.
Yeah.
Like like I know Ben is in a lot of the same ones I'm in, but I'm pretty much in almost every project you could think of that had a token before the PVE. So like just during the you get an NFT, you stake it, and you get a token back, and that's it. Like no gamification, nothing. All of them, the tokens literally just gone to zero, along with the NFTs as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think people are demanding that anymore. They've had a bad experience with it. So in a month, I don't know what people are going to demand.
Yeah, because the token price is tied to the popularity of the NFT, right? So like the value of the NFT goes down, the token price plummets with it. So it's like you see it with the Kaiju Kings right now. They're kind of like on, a downward pattern, and their token right now it's pretty much worthless. When they were popular, the token's worth like $20 or $10 a token or whatever.
Oh, that's dead now. Oh man,
it's not dead, but it's just
not dead. But
everything's down. Everything's down. Right
Everybody just jumps from project to project, man, and leave. That's all it is. It's just bag handling now.
It teaches you that no one has nailed the utility of the token yet. No one, because everyone who gets a token sells it immediately, and so they don't believe in the token itself. They look at it as liquidity and cash.
Except bananas, right?
Passive income, yeah.
But look at the banana chart. It's way down, man. Like it had a run up at the same time everything else ran up, but bananas down.
I mean, they had a good time though. They probably had a good 4 months or so. That
was 500 a day too, man. Ugh,
yeah,
so much. What's this mean? I never heard of the Enigma economy NFT.
No,
I'm not familiar.
I haven't heard of that one either.
This guy knows everything. I don't think the stress pickle works. Like he's always popping up here with stuff I never heard of. I meant to look it up though. I will get back to you.
But
this guy knows
everything. The tokenomics don't even like. So I think Poppy's still in it too with the mutant cats. They have a DAO that's worth over $1 million with all the stuff in it, and their token's only worth like 90 cents or something like that, maybe even less right now.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, we went through that phase too, where like everybody's coming out with a DAO, right, with head DAO and everything, but really nobody cares about the DAO because it's not a true DAO. It's just the project's collecting NFTs. And they're calling it a DAO. And they're releasing a token tied to it. It's not really.
The only real DAO was with the dust tokens with the ether cards, because you could actually use dust to purchase CryptoPunk and purchase different things. Where with all the other DAOs,
that's what that project is that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, the ether card.
Yeah, that's the only one that would allow you to purchase the assets that are in the DAO with that token. No other one does it.
Right.
Which is probably the biggest downfall. Because then what is it? What is a DAO, right?
Yeah, I don't really get it either.
It's tied to a token. I mean, but how do you tie it to the token? So
what's the value of the
so they're like, our NFTs went belly up here. We're just gonna close down our project. Who has the wallet then? They have the wallet,
Exactly.
I mean, it's probably the best case scenario for them sometimes.
Yeah. But I think Zerk, like your project, the one thing that with your project is that it's cheap enough and it's really cute, right? And I feel like through any trend or anything, like what's really cute and really cheap has a lot of potential to sell out. And so like I think your price point's good, and it looks really cute. So I think that brings a lot of potential.
On ETH? It's on ETH.
Yeah, it's on ETH. Yeah,
okay. The biggest, I would think the biggest thing is like, if you're like, I don't know if we have the following or anything like that quite yet. And then like, let's just release it and see what happens. Like, that's the only thing I would say. Maybe don't do that, because it seems like a lot of projects do that and it doesn't end up, working out.
Yeah, that's actually probably like the next kind of thing that we've been talking about as well. Is sometimes you'll see those projects get released and then all of a sudden there's a huge mint early on, which causes them to get on all those secondary tracking sites that kind of track minting, and then that creates the FOMO, and then people just mint. Hey, you see this? This is minting on Mobi or Icy Tools or whatever, and you'll see them, and sometimes that works. And then there's others that you've seen where they have whitelists and big build up, and then the whitelist release is really low mint, and then all of a sudden that almost like just completely derails the project, which I've seen too. So for us, working on how to release the project in a way that's probably going to be the most efficient, and is kind of something that we're kind of working with as well. That's why we have that little bit of a what's the term that they use when you have two different price points as you move on? It's quite a common term that they use. We've got something. Bonding curve, but not really to the same extent. Like we've just got the first 1,000 are a bit cheaper than the last 4,000.
That's like what this whole
as
project
opposed to actually out. Yeah, as opposed to like 0.0, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03 as you go up per 1,000. But yeah, that's actually been probably one of the biggest things that Naz and I have been talking about for a long time is, just trying to look. I've been looking at some of the successes and failures of other projects that launched, and I reckon that's probably one of the most important facets is how you actually launch the project. So that'd be I thought that'd be quite interesting to talk about from you guys to get your guys' perspective.
How many are you gonna? How many will be in your collection?
5,000.
All right, so 5,000 at 0.02 or 0.04.
Yeah. So we've got a whole bunch of different animals too. So it's not just the same ones there. We've got about 4 or 5 other animals that we haven't shown that we're making as well. So there's like obviously we've got like the duck, the lion, person, the cat, and the dog. But we've got a couple other animals that we've got that we haven't actually shown yet. That'll be a bit more of a surprise, hopefully.
It's almost like you have to decide, do I have, whenever you do, because you're how far away you are. I know you're saying you're far away.
We're not sure. Like
okay.
we probably have the ability to like ramp up quickly and go, let's release in a week. But we also, because none of us we have that a fortunate luxury that we're not under any financial time pressure to kind of release it either. So we haven't paid anyone to do anything. We're kind of doing it all ourselves. So we don't have that kind of burden to recoup costs that we've put out the door.
Yeah. So you got to decide, right? Like, do I have the followers to mint the 5,000, which means mathematically speaking, you want to have not 10,000 in your Discord, but a lot, over 1,000. I
think with the price point, you'd probably be wanting about 1,500 to 2,000, at least semi-active. And I know that's pretty hard to achieve as well, but you want a little bit of that to at least get the project going and minting.
Yeah. And then if you feel like, well, we might not get there and we want to mint, then you got to take the route of like the stealth launch, virality launch, right? And try and nail that way.
It's almost like nailing a timing, isn't it?
It's a lot of timing, man. It's a lot of luck. It is. There's a lot of luck involved. It's just, it sucks sometimes. Like if your project's one of the ones that are better than a lot of them that you see out there, and then you see like they crush it, and you don't like look at Pudgy and Party Penguins. Like what's the difference? What is the difference? Coal? Is it
actually?
Coal?
I'll be honest. I bought Pudgy's. I hated Party Penguins, so like artistically, I couldn't stand one over the other. So, but I'm no artist. But sure, of course, Coal had a lot to do with it. But I don't know if people remember those dropped to 0.01 and.
Yeah, for a couple weeks.
They were getting slaughtered for a while.
Yeah.
What's that, Pudgy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they shot up to the moon. Like, what are they at now? They're over 10, right? Something
like
that?
No. They're over 1 ETH. They're
Oh, that's it? I thought they were way higher than that. Okay.
No.
I'm out of touch with the older stuff.
Like that. They got to about 4-ish, I think.
They did?
Yeah, they got high. The floor. Yeah. The way I look at stuff now is once I miss out on a project and it hits a number, I'm kind of done right there, and I just look for the newer stuff. I feel like you've hit the lotto you hit the lottery, you make more money doing that than buying and flipping if that's what your game is later on for like say you buy something for 4 and hope it doubles. Like if you hit the mint lottery, you can double your money a lot quicker if that's what you're trying to do. I don't know.
Pudgy Penguin's at 1 ETH exactly right now, which is
really 1 ETH.
pretty, because I looked at them 3 days ago. They were at 1.7, 1.8. Like everything. Literally, if the apes were not moaning, we are in like a dreadful bear market. It's the only thing that I think is keeping some spirits alive with people, because everything else, I don't know anything actually that's up from a month ago other than the apes.
Well, I guess the ape DAO is awesome to have money in, right? Is that like the only thing good to have right now?
I think there's some new projects that are doing some new things that are doing well as well.
Yeah, the Ape Kids Club, but it was like,
well,
I heard a lot
yeah,
of
because
people are doing
that
well
artist
with
is
that.
like super famous, right? Didn't I see that this morning? Where he's like,
Oh
got a
no,
really
that
big
was
following?
a different one. What was that called?
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
Crypto Bulls?
Crypto
The Crypto
Bulls.
Bulls. Yeah,
What
yeah.
the what? I
I
just saw
didn't
that
hear about them
today.
till this morning, and they're like 3 floor, 3.5 ETH. That
Yeah.
blows my mind. That's why I think like it's. You're right. Like things are down from like a month ago, 2 months ago, but it's a weird market because things are also popping, like random things, like and also things that with teams that are really creating new things. I don't know if you guys heard of World Wide Web. It's like
No.
it's like a metaverse type NFT where you bought like these little apartment things, and I think it's a game. They're coming out with a game, but they incorporate other NFTs into the game. Like if you have Kongs, they can bring your Kongs into the game, the Kaiju Kings, the apes, and it's like from what I've seen, it's kind of like a free world type of game. But that's doing really well. That dropped 2 or 3 weeks ago. The floor is up to 0.75, and they mentioned I think the small apartments were 0.08 or 0.1 or something. But they're, I think teams that are like building real things and having some real advancements are also doing well in this market.
I got a few projects that I'm high on, and the one I'm the highest on, I guess it's not out yet, but it is coming out, is that Sin City, man. I just love everything about it. Have you guys seen it?
Have you heard about the kind of the competitions they've been having the last couple of days?
What competition?
Sin City. So they're minting these like passes for the game, but to be able to mint, you have to like solve this riddle.
Yeah, they only had one, and I was in it.
Yeah, but they had another one this week.
I didn't see that.
It started yesterday, and it's been going on for 2 days, and nobody can crack it.
Yeah, I think for the first one that they gave the answer, they leaked the answer because that was so hard. It was like it was just so hard to figure out. Like I was in a group, like let's see what my group is. Like, are they talking?
You got devs like basically breaking down all the code in the website and trying to find clues and everything, and nobody's been able to solve it yet. And it's been 2 full days.
Really? Dang. I have to go see it.
You had fun at that point?
No, people are like complaining, and
yeah, I was gonna say like,
but
at that point,
they're still at it because I think the passes are like 3.5 each floor. So if you can break the code, it's a good payout. So.
I don't see it anywhere. Where is it? I'll look at it later. I don't.
But that project has like huge investors.
Oh, they have huge investors and they're devs. They have devs that are one is from what's that Roblox game? They have a guy from EA Sports. Like just those two guys alone, and there's like 5 of them or more. Like they have a lot of people working on that. Yeah, I love that one. And I'm kind of interested in that ETH Walkers thing, where they basically you like own a person and they like turn into zombies. And if your person turns into a zombie, they die. And at the end, there's gonna be like 100 people left, and they all win. And the other people are dead. I don't know. I don't think you lose your NFT, but your NFT, like every time you get closer to zombie, I guess they spit it out onto the blockchain where it shows your person turning more green and more just dying and turning into a zombie. So, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Unique.
They have Josh Ung on the project. He's helping them out a lot, and that's a huge team too. And they have like 60 of the best apes, people of the ape community that joined, and they're like ex officio members of it too. So they have that that whole group already integrated into the project. I don't know. I love it. And then
is that the same one where I think the art's done by the same person that does that in Netflix show Archer, the comic, the TV show Archer? Yeah.
Yes, they have that guy. They have that artist on the show from that show. Yes, and I bought a bunch of these little nugget guys. They're like called Nerdy Nuggets, and it's some kid that made them with his dad. And dad's like an oncologist, and basically how it works is you can go mint these little nuggets right now for 0.03. I like this little take on it. So you mint them for 0.03. And then for every nugget you own, you get one whitelist spot for an ETH walker. And if you own 6, for every 6, you get a free ETH walker. So, I mean, those are pretty cool things that I haven't seen in a project before either. That might be something that you guys consider just jumping in just doing new ways to do these whitelists, I guess it is. Because I haven't seen anything like the Bored Apes. If you own a Bored Ape, I guess you're in the second whitelist, but the first whitelist is for the Nuggets because it's like the same guys doing both projects. So,
and the Nuggets is like a tax write-off too, right?
Is it? Oh yeah. They're giving a lot of that money away to charity, to medical charities. Yes. Cancer. I think cancer.
They set it up so it's like a tax write-off NFT, so you get on the whitelist and it's kind of a cool concept in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it.
How do you guys feel about whitelists in general?
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter the same as it used to. Like back in the day, like remember when you couldn't even mint bowl? Remember the bowl that thing was like 900 in gas or something. It was so crazy.
Oh, like, Bulls on the block. Jesus.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I was just saying, but remember back in the day when they had like one project a day come out and everybody knew about it because there was no saturation like there is now. So everybody would be going into it and you had to compete with too many people. Now you really don't have to bust down the wall to get into too many of these projects unless it's like Mechaverse. I don't even know how Mechaverse got as big as it did. And is it still big or did it get flooded?
I got flooded. Really?
It got flooded.
It was fair. I don't
know. Shit I've never seen in my life, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, just tell me one thing. What happened to it?
They all look the same, bro. They like the traits were like you couldn't tell them apart. It was bad.
And they sold those things were selling secondary for like 12 ETH at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean the pre-reveal. Yeah, I don't even know what people were expecting. Right? You've seen some of the previews on the website, so expectations must have been, super high for a lot of the teams to
dude. They were
willing to pay that amount.
Did you see the render that they were using for the like the caption on the thing? It was like a card that was like flipping around all 3D and stuff coming out everywhere. And then they put out some just shoddy product. Ugh, that sucks.
I think the whitelist contributed to the slowdown, to be honest. So pre-whitelist era, like we've all minted together a project and the process was always wait and see if it's moving, mint it, do zero research. It doesn't even matter what it is. Yep. If it's moving, mint it. Because chances are on reveal, it'll go up, not down, right? Mm-hmm. And then the whitelist started to avoid bots, whales, gas. But the reality is you need those people to sell out.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm not grinding a Discord for a whitelist. Like, it's not happening.
No way.
So your audience has to be like net new people coming into the NFT space because most people like us aren't going to grind every Discord all day trying to get onto the whitelist. And if we do, by the way, you're still going to look and see if people are minting or not. And everything moves slower because your whitelists are like max 3, max 1. So it's killed the FOMO. And FOMO's not bad. People look at it as if it's bad, but it's not really. Like, hell, man, if I can mint out my project with a bunch of bots, well, so be it. Somebody's got to buy it and let other people buy it in the secondary market. But it's a combination of that FOMO and the bots and the whales and the newbies that sells out.
He made up a good point here. I agree with that. But the thing is, we're just so accustomed to be on ETH that we don't want to go to any other things. Like we just no projects want to go, because what happens is you have to like kind of re-educate everybody of how to use that one, and then everybody has to get a new wallet, and it's just so much education to do to get people to go to stuff. Like talking about that exactly, what do you guys think about Ubisoft going to Tezos? That's pretty big news.
They took down the video, right? Yeah. They had they had the release video, and then on YouTube they end up with like 1,000 likes and like 20,000 dislikes, so they end up taking the video down.
20,000 dislikes.
So I don't know, man.
The main gaming community is against us, man.
What's that?
Why though?
A lot of them like it.
A
lot of them like it.
Yeah, Thong, you come from that space.
Yeah.
Are you still active in it? Do your friends tell you that you're a scamming artist for being involved in NFTs and money laundering all day?
I mean, I get a little bit of that, but most of the time they're pretty. I mean, they're curious, you know. Like a lot of my friends are kind of hesitant to jump in, but they are curious. And I don't know. I just think NFTs and gaming is like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand why it's a bad thing, right? Yeah. Because you guys are spending all this money anyways to, I mean, for skins and everything else.
Yeah, you don't get to keep. Yeah,
and you don't get to keep it. Now they're giving you an option where you can actually make money off of the stuff that you actually buy, and people are funding it. I don't get it.
I think it's all fake. I don't think the gamers are really like, those are probably bots and crap doing that stuff. Like, why would they? Like, if you tell my kid who plays Minecraft, the
normal people that aren't into NFTs probably just don't understand that,
Yeah, it's just an education problem.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Same with these L2s. Yeah, we have to educate the people to get them onto these other things that are they're using less energy. So let me ask you guys this: like, do you guys actually know why play to earn is less wasteful and on electricity than the other one?
Yeah,
not play to earn. The two different blockchains. What is it? POS and what's the other one?
Which is you're not wrong. It's play to earn, because most play to earn platforms are on either a layer 2 blockchain or some even non-ETH related blockchain. But yeah, sure. Why it's better for the environment is because it doesn't get secured through horsepower the way Bitcoin does through proof of work. So proof of work,
but why? Right? But why?
Because with proof of work, basically, it's a bunch of independent machines providing horsepower to the network to secure the network. With proof of stake, it's people actually staking money and putting a stake in and saying, this is my collateral. So there's no computing power the way that the proof of work blockchains are.
I never knew this. Someone explained it to me last night in the most simplest terms. Like basically kind of like what you just did. He had a great analogy. It's basically like proof of stake is like it's like someone's paying, or they it's basically like you're waiting for a train, and you're if you own the train, like you own this cart, someone owns that cart, you get in, it's all in one move, it's all in one line. So you don't have thousands of computers fighting for that one guy trying to mint, and then they're all using all their energy at the same time, and then only one person wins, or something like that. Like you have thousands of nodes always working to try to solve the equation versus just having a line. I just never knew all that until last night. Like I don't know too much about where you come from, the crypto, but I'm learning more and more about it.
There's proof of identity too, by the way. Like,
what's that one?
Again, like it's just a bunch of identities actually secure the network, authenticated identities, which is a little bit more centralized. People don't generally speaking don't like it, but if you're gonna compete against the narrative of blockchain is like really bad on energy, well, that's one to use, which like it has nothing to do with energy.
No, but everybody's talking about pollution now. Like that's the number one thing that people like. They're like, if you go to these, was it Rakuka or whatever, that they always have articles like just bashing NFTs. Like they're all scams. Look at what happened here. Look what happened here. Or they say, like the first sentence of any article they write is, who would want to buy one of these scams that's going to not only steal your money but also kill our environment? Like, that's how they begin every single story.
Doesn't the NFT use a really small percentage of the Ethereum network? Most of it's taken up by the altcoins.
What is
all those other coins, all the alternate coins and stuff that are getting traded? Don't they use the majority of the ETH network?
Yeah, that's why you see. NFTs? Yeah, because that's when
like it's not really
spikes.
It's a small percentage of it. Like, and they get tarnished with such a large percentage of it. When it's really, as we see gas prices go up, it's because of all the trading of the altcoins.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, it's
either.
during small periods, right? When things are minting, obviously you might see some spikes and things here and there, but it's not usually for a long period of time. And the thing is too, like, some of these places could be running off of, windmill power or solar power, right? It's not like
it's all just it's the thing like that drives the headlines.
Yeah.
And the thing they stuck to. So the thing that now there's like the two narratives are bad for the environment and used for money laundering, right? Which crypto's always fought against that narrative. Like, that's nothing new to crypto. It's been going on for 14 years that it's been used for money laundering. And now the for whatever reason, now the NFT side caught on to this. Hey, it's bad for the environment. And that came from crypto too, but it's really leaked into the NFT side. So I have a thing that happened to me 2 weeks ago. One of your persons in the comments said, how do you respond to big dollar NFT sales are nothing more than money laundering? Yeah, so he says, how do you respond to big dollar NFT sales are nothing more than money laundering? So I was having I don't know, I got attacked by right-click savers a week and a half ago. And these guys are coming at me, stealing doing the thing they do. They steal your ape. They're like, I got your ape. It's not yours. All that stuff, right? And I usually try to kill them with kindness as opposed to like get mad, or because that's what they want you to do. They want you to get mad, right? So this one guy's like, I can't believe these people, this company, Bored Apes, basically tricked you into thinking that these things are worth millions of dollars and all this stuff. How can a stupid picture be worth millions of dollars? And I was like, I pulled out the chickens and I was like, well, okay, fine. Take a copy of my chicken, but you can't race the game. No. And you know what happened? A couple of the other people basically jumped in and said, oh, interesting. I want to know more about this. By the time I was done, the main guy, I had actually sent him a chicken. He's created his own wallet. He DMs me all the time now. He's completely converted. And his friends are all asking questions about, oh, maybe this is legit. And I actually think like that is one of the best ways to explain it to people is show them a game. Show them.
That's really cool.
Show them a game. Show them Zed. You NFT God, you're big.
Yeah, Zed. Yeah.
Show them Zed.
I can see the exact same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Take a picture of my horse, but you can't race my horse.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you're saying that I can't go to New York with a screenshot of your Bored Ape and get into all the parties. No.
Correct.
That's true too.
How it works.
And then when I got rejected at all those lines, I said, look, I've got it right here.
I'll tell you what, I get a lot of those now, the DMs that you're talking about, where someone like I have one here. I'll pop it up. What's that?
You respond back to them. You almost.
Oh, I always do. I love it.
Do you? Really?
I love re-trolling them, dude. Here, I'll show you one. I love this kind of shit. Like, and they give up so easy. I get these all the time too. It's not like it's like a brand new thing. Like, here, can you see this? I'll go find one of these guys. They're just like, I don't mean to do all this. Is that him? No. Here, I'm gonna find it first before I go through all my messages. Sorry. Yeah, I have too many messages here, but I'll find it in a minute. Like, these people are all like, they all say the same crap too. Like, oh, look, we got the same one. We're twins, bro. Like, it's so funny. Like, I have to laugh at it sometimes. It makes me laugh. And whatever, I'll say the same stuff back. But I like what you said. I'm gonna start doing what you just said. Like, I love that.
Dude, just kill them with kindness and then educate them. And if they don't want to be educated and want to be dicks, no problem. But it usually does. It diffuses the situation. Anybody who said, why are you taking my picture? You take that down. I'm going to sue you. No, like, you're feeding their game. And that's what they want you to do. They're trolling you.
Yeah. Here we go. So this guy says this. He's like, ha ha, we match. Like, I get these all the time, though, man. Twinning bestie is what he wrote. And then he has someone else's lion as his main profile pic. Like, it's like, I don't know, man. But I love what you just said. Like, honestly, I get these guys. I just show them right back, though, for real. Like, they do it. That's just one example, but it's just funny. It just started happening like 2 weeks ago. And I don't know where it all came from, but all of a sudden, like, they just started, like, I was on someone else's Twitter page, and I wrote a comment, and then, like, right underneath my comment, he's like, dude, we had the same lion. He's like, but I got mine for free. That's what he said. And I just had fun with the guy for, like, a few times around, and then I let it go. But you have the best way to do it. A lot of people aren't like you, though. A lot of people are they're gonna do what you just said. They're gonna get all pissed. They're gonna go full bill on them and say we're gonna sue. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna get my lawyer. Remember that guy?
Full bill is such a reference.
But the thing is, he was so right, and we just never listened. None of us ever listened to him when he was talking about to avoid top shots and sell everything now. We're like, no, it's gonna rebound. It's gonna go to the moon, and I don't know. I don't think it has yet.
Definitely hasn't.
So, I don't know if you want to talk about. Poppy has something to talk about if he wants to talk about it. It's up to you. We don't have to.
What?
About your recent sales.
Which one? What are we talking about? I'm so confused.
It's always happening to talk about.
What's that?
Yeah, you made some Top Shot sales. I didn't know if you wanted to get into all that.
Oh,
I just sold like.
That was last week, man. That was like ages ago.
I haven't been on in a week, dude. I just sold $10,000 worth of moments this week, and
nice.
I'm gonna. I have a bunch more listed, dude. I'm just gonna. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go. I'm not. Huh?
You don't have any, Zurich?
None.
So all you guys are out?
Quite a few.
You guys are out of Top Shot?
I was never really massively into it. Like I certainly don't have a big wallet full of anything. But yeah, I took a lot of mine out and kept some. I took some profit from it, moved some of it into ETH, and did a few things there as well. But I just haven't had any.
Hey, at least you got out with profits.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah, but
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I haven't. I went back in and bought a few of the. I did go back in when they released some of the old moments, like the Stephon Marbury's and Darius Miles and a few players from that era. But then I think I just sold them again and said, "Oh no, this." I just didn't really. There's nothing really that excites me to participate in it. Really.
Oh my god, I hate the name. Fan. I love NFL all day, but I just hate the name. Like they could have picked any. They could have called it NFL as a piece of shit. Would have been better to me. Like NFL all day just sounds so just. I don't get it.
I'm curious. I'm curious about that though, like because you're so down on Top Shot, but
it's
you're excited
NFL,
about
man.
NFL. But it's the same, same team, kind of the same
product.
Yeah,
but it's a little different. There are some things that are different about the NFL. Is they actually have Michael Jordan as an investor on the NFL. Michael Jordan is not an investor for the basketball arm. He's an investor for their future stuff. Because they already had that money set for that, so they have him and some other really big people.
But why would big people create a good product? That's my challenge.
That's not. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he kind of killed Charlotte too. So,
like, Jordan's a terrible GM. People don't just inherently know. Look, if NFL All Day is going to survive and it's going to be different than Top Shot, then the product itself has to be engaging, rewarding. It can't just be about buy a moment with zero liquidity, stash it in my wallet, and do nothing with it. I don't think people want that in this space. They want to be more engaged. So if NFL All Day is going to be different, then the whole concept really has to be different, to be honest, or else I feel it's just going to be more of the same.
I think it's going to be the exact same. Like, how's Dr. Seuss doing?
That was different, though. Those are stickers, right?
Yeah. But it is
NFTs.
It's actually the reason I didn't buy Dr. Seuss and I had access to it. It's the same concept. It feels like at least that side of flow, like not not ballers, because I want to talk about ballers, but
how'd you guys get ballers?
I'll tell you in a bit, but the side of Flow that is more the collectible side, which includes NFL, NBA Top Shot, Dr. Seuss, they are gearing themselves as collectibles. They want to replicate the cardboard market. Like, I don't think those opportunities are going to be there anymore to make the February money that people made in Top Shot. I don't think it'll happen in NFL All Day either. I think there are to be treated as collectibles. It's kind of why I'm out, because, okay, I thought it was going to be something different. At the time, they didn't have a roadmap. I would have loved for it to be something different, but I have to acknowledge at some point that it's not the product that I wanted it to be, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean they're wrong. They're going to make a shit ton of money, but it's not going to be with me. It'll just be with...
No, but I disagree with you, too. I disagree with you, too, because he's making another point. Yeah, I still buy into cardboard. I was Punch Father. I was out watching his show last week, and I joined a break, and I don't even know, man. I bought like 2 boxes of cards and like 3 other breaks, like XR basketball. I like I'm fine. I'm fine with just having the NFT of Shaq or whoever it is, because it's just like a baseball card to me, and I don't mind it, especially if it's serial numbered and all that stuff on the blockchain. I know how many are made, and I know all that stuff. As long as that's known, I'm perfect with it. So I disagree with you on that aspect.
No, it's not. I'm telling you what I wanted to get out of it.
No, right? I'm selling everything that's not Series 1 is what I meant.
I'm just confused on like the people that I see or interact with on like social media and stuff, where they're really, really down on Top Shot, but then they're like really excited for NFL All Day. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm
like NFL,
you know?
Yeah,
I think it's wishful thinking that it's going to move. It's not going to.
Is it just on the hope that because it's not going to be like it was NBA Top Shot at the start?
It won't be. No,
but I still think like you have an opportunity if you get in early, right? There's people that there's people that I sent invites for NFL All Day that they had no interest in NBA Top Shot at all. Like even when it was booming, right? When I would talk to them about it, but they're interested in this NFL thing. And same thing with basketball, right? There's only a few highlights in there that you'll actually look, at least for me, that I'll actually like look up on a computer and see what the highlight was, whether it's an assist or a game-winning shot. But in the NFL, like I want to see the highlights from that week if I missed a game, right?
But so I got a question for you, Ben.
Yeah.
Are you buying NFL All Day with the expectation that I'm buying a collectible and it's not going to be worth much and it doesn't matter because I enjoy the collecting side of things?
No, because I already learned. I already learned from
because you think it's going to explode.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking that it's going to explode, but I think there is going to be an opportunity to make like some money if you're early enough, and I probably won't hold the same way that I held NBA Top Shot there, just because I learned, right? You learn from your mistakes. So
my argument against being early enough is that NFL All Day is basically NBA Top Shot with a whitelist. That's what they created. Yeah. So you won't be early enough, in my opinion, anyways, because they're going to restrict to who gets in, how much they get to buy. They're going to protect against this thing not mooning and giving the early adopters.
They've already said that the packs in the closed beta are going to be available in open beta. You're getting the same product. It's not like Top Shot. Top Shot was.
They don't want people to have an advantage. They don't want this thing to moon.
Top Shot was a perfect.
They want it to be a collectible.
Yeah, they want it to be 40,000 to start off, probably.
So, what are you gonna? I'm gonna jump off in a couple of minutes, probably. But I wanted to hear what you said about ballers.
Yeah,
I was lucky enough to get one because my mate.
Where'd you guys get them? I just want to know where you got them.
Scooter Mac 23 in the Discord minted them and gave me one because he's a friend in real life. So shout out to him. But other than that, I couldn't get one myself because the website wouldn't work.
I wish I minted. I honestly, legit, really love ballers, and
I thought they looked cool.
It's literally the only thing I've been buying over the last week. Today, I picked up a baller that I swear it has to be a top 10 baller. It is like aesthetically speaking for me. I just absolutely love it. I got it from someone in Squanchland.
The cyborg looking one, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. I think, put it this way. again, maybe I'm too financially driven for some people, and they hate that. They want me to just enjoy a collectible that doesn't do anything, but that's not me. So I look at Ballers and I'm like, that has potential, both from I enjoy collecting it and I think it has potential to make money. So why not? And part of it is that the Top Shot community is massive, right? And many of them did not understand PFPs. They didn't transition over to PFPs when it was ETH and Bored Apes, and they missed all of that. Many of them, like a large part of, especially the OG ones that have made their money, are kind of still in Top Shot, protecting their bag there, and didn't really jump. And so now this Ballers thing came, but at the same time, it's also that I think they didn't find anything that they related to yet. And now you have this community with these relating to these pixelated ballers. I haven't seen a community like this, guys, in a long fucking time. I can honestly tell you that. It's been months and months since I saw basically what kind of happened with Top Shot before I was here, where people immediately started building tools and feeding information. So when the community is doing that, that's a really good sign. When the team isn't the ones developing and the communities, it's kind of, and I'm not saying it's the next Bored Apes, or I'm not saying it's the next Top Shot, don't get me wrong, but it is one of those communities I've seen that built together, innovated. Like some of the cards they're already coming out with to like represent your baller and stuff. All of the traits tools are available, all done by the community. So there's already a rarity tool built by the community, not by anybody else. Fast, right? And the ballers, you can't even buy them on the secondary market yet, and the tool's already available. And you see the hype, so I'm like, I'd rather not miss the boat and buy it now than take the chances on it dumping, which I do think the floor ones are gonna go below what they're going for now. But with the rare ones, I'd rather not take the chance. I want to have one. I enjoy collecting it.
That's cool. Like just wanted to hear that before I got to shoot off. So thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me chat about it. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here, so I got to go pick up my kids. So that's why I got to jump.
All right.
So
hey, you're welcome. Come back on.
Thanks for being on.
Cheers, guys.
Yep. Yes, have a great night or day for you.
So NFT God, how are people buying? We're buying.
I just want to know where you got them from.
We're buying with the trust that people are going to send them to us when the marketplace does open, and we're paying half now and half to a middleman, or half now and just half now, right? Depends how much you trust the person and who you're doing business with. Like I did. What is this? There's no market, bro. So you're
not able to send them either. Like they didn't even send them to you.
Can't transfer.
Okay. Who made them? Where are they coming from?
Flow. They're on Flow blockchain with on the Gaia marketplace.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like that other thing that people bought into and it didn't go anywhere. That Panini thing, where they had a whole bunch of
because that's a collectible. See, that's the shit that I think doesn't actually do anything. This one's a PFP, man, and like straight up PFP. People are it is gonna have a game, but people are buying it because of the PFP.
Why are you buying it if you can't? Why did they just make it on the ETH or some other chain that you can do? Like, why did they make it?
This is like Roham's investment, man. Of course, this was gonna be on Flow. This is the perfect PFP. For Flow,
it's Roham.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect PFP for Flow. Very sports driven blockchain. I like it better than Hoodlums. Have you guys seen Hoodlums?
But how'd you get it? Did you
a lot
have
of
to
people
own
like
a
Hoodlums.
Top Shot?
No, they just dropped for everybody. But it wasn't like
it
wasn't actually a mint because you basically went in there and it was first come first serve, and basically you just clicked on the ones. They were all like unrevealed, but you click on the one you want to buy. And you know how first come first serve drops are. It was a disaster, to be honest.
Yeah.
They put you in a queue, and then a lot of people couldn't buy, but they got kicked back out into the queue. Had to wait an hour to get back into the site.
I hate that crap.
I didn't know that. That's interesting. I thought it was. I heard it was minting for a while.
No.
So so there was actually hype for the mint.
Yeah. There was a lot of hype.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
this
people were in queue for like 1 or 2 hours, waiting to buy one.
Didn't people do that with that Matrix NFT too? That I heard.
Yeah, but that was
I think
that was
yeah.
talk about a disaster. That was like
Yeah,
queued for like 2
I
days,
thought
right?
BG said she waited like 8 hours or something like that. Or
Yeah.
him. He
No,
waited
it was
8
2
hours.
days. It was 2 days he waited.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
2 days he waited? I
Heck.
thought it was 8
Yeah.
hours. Wow.
No, it was like the Top Shot queue, the same queue they used,
Wow.
but it just took because there was like
But
100,000.
they didn't have an email where you could go back, right? You had to sit.
Oh, he didn't.
No.
Yeah,
They had
go
an
back.
email. There was
Oh,
an
they
email.
did have an email.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
It's
just
on
took
okay.
forever
Look,
because they kept on pausing.
This is how big I think ballers can be. So the Top Shot blockchain is going to specialize in sports collectibles. Like that's clearly their bread and butter flagship product. All of those people need an identity. And they're just now starting to figure out the power of buying an identity, participating in a community, the stuff we've all seen already for 9 months. They're just finally figuring out, going, holy crap, there is actually power in being a part of the community and having information and being like the flagship product, like the punks and the apes are on ETH, right?
Yeah.
And the next thing that comes is NFL all day. Why wouldn't ballers basically do their second drop as football players instead of basketball players? Now they own that freaking market of PFPs and sports collectibles. People figuring out PFPs.
But you're buying PFPs for communities you don't want to be a part of, right?
Yeah, like in terms of the collectible side, absolutely.
Well, I mean, even in them, right? I mean, that's what they're PFPs for Top Shot and their PFPs for NFL all day, right? I mean, I don't know what else.
But I
they
actually
have down
don't
the
think
line,
I love that community. I don't think there's anything wrong with the community. I think there's something wrong with the product.
right.
So these people who all want to participate in something, how many people built tools around Top Shot?
Yeah, there's a ton, right?
A lot.
Ton of time.
I mean, they make careers off of them too.
Dude,
right?
this is a good community. It's deprived of what it feels like to make money.
Right.
And once they feel that, where do you think their energy is going to go? That's my prediction anyway.
Yeah.
Ballers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're all going to go ballers?
Absolutely.
I think it's a good bet. I mean, just the vibes and like on Twitter and everything. It's like Poppy said, the community is strong, man. I minted 5, and somebody in Squanchland couldn't buy one because he got locked out. So I basically sold him mine for cost, and like he sent me like a week later of like he met up with the people that had the same team that his baller was on. And made like a graph, and there's like 20 people on this team, and it's like they're already like creating like little communities based on the teams and stuff. And
oh yeah, Toronto Spears
really?
is
How much are
trying
these
to recruit me.
How much are
really?
these things?
The ballers, they were $200 to mint.
Yeah, floor is a floor in the imaginary market is 1,000 for a floor baller, and it's kind of more like 1,200 now. It's crept up some.
Who do I buy it from? You?
I don't have any for sale. I'm just buying them. So
no, but if you did, like, how do I buy it?
So you go to a couple guys, Frankie Ballers and Dave, right?
You go in the back corner with Frankie Ballers.
There's a lot of back alley dealings right now.
You're like, yo, what's
like
the Ballers? And they're like,
like,
okay, hold on, I got some shit in my back pocket
over there. We'll talk to Louis.
He's got an iPad ready, scrolling through in his trunk. Like, oh, you know,
oh my gosh, it just sounds so shady, but
he's not lying though. Frankie
Ballers
has all the connects.
I bought my dream baller. I'm never selling this baller in Squanchland.
How much you spend on it?
10K. That's like 2.2 ETH, I think it was.
Matrix Journey was 40. Yeah.
But I think I straight up think it's like, you know what? Again, I'm just big into PFPs. I always have been, man. So I found the one I love on the flow.
No, I'm gonna buy a baller. Like, so tonight, can I give him dappers? Like, what do I pay him with?
No, right now, ETH, USDC, whatever. Yeah. You guys,
a lot of people are trading Top Shot moments.
Top Shot moments. Oh yeah, tons of Top Shot moments back and forth.
Who wants those?
Some do, but they'll give you less for dollar, obviously, because the floors are liquid.
Yeah,
everybody knows that. So you got to give more. That's the trade-off. Some people will take more Top Shot moments value, and I'll give them that all day long over my ETH, to be honest.
For sure.
Yeah, I think somebody in Squanchland had the highest I guess since last week, the highest sale of a baller. It was like 15K combined with Top Shot moments and ETH. I forget who it was.
How does that become yours? Is there like an Excel sheet that has everybody's names and
No,
like,
man,
mean,
you
it's
just trust each other.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I deal with you. You say I'm gonna send you the baller. I give you half. We trust each other, and it's mine. And if
but
the
how's
guy,
it yours? Right
By
now,
the way,
how's it yours?
I do know this, by the way. It's not in my wallet. It's in the other guy's wallet. But we've already
Oh.
have a contract between us that they can honor or not. Now,
Where does he live?
there's something interesting about Dapper, which
What if he lives in Indonesia?
I
You're gonna
wouldn't,
get him?
I wouldn't do the deal. I only did it with 3 people that I had people vouching for them in Squanchland for the one sale. So, there's
I just want to buy one off someone in Squanchland only.
That's what you should do. Yeah. And
I have
then,
4,
I'll buy
Kev.
one tonight.
I have
What's
4.
that?
I'll send you what I have, and you can pick one if you like it.
I'll buy one off you tonight, dude. If you have them.
Yeah, I'll send you one.
If you
Make
want
a
to sell
deal right
one, 'cause
here.
I trust you. Well, I trust you. I'm not gonna go trust Frankie, the guy over there.
Frankie Ballers.
Hey, one of the guys I bought to, I think his name's Frankie. He owns a pizza place in Brooklyn. He said, anytime you come to Brooklyn, you got pizza.
Yeah, and no
That's
baller.
awesome.
Maybe, but I was going to say this. So I'm told, and I honestly don't take my word for it because I don't know. This is secondhand information that I have that if you go through the middleman that exists right now, which is Frankie Ballers and Dave, that they will be able to, if the market opens and the baller's not sent to you, they're working very closely with the ballers. And with Dapper, their terms and regulation, you can actually basically block their account the same way OpenSea does. And so what we're being told is
it's all centralized.
if they don't honor the deal and there's evidence of that, then their account's locked out and they can't participate. So they're risking.
They could take the baller from their account and give it to you if they want. It's all centralized. Flow's all within. They don't have any out. Like that's they could shut down the whole thing like they did with what was it?
Yeah, they could. And
Polygon.
I've heard,
Polygon had a problem. They shut the whole thing down for like 2 hours, fixed the problem with this little tiny thing, and then opened it all back up.
Yeah,
like.
So
it's crazy that they could do that because you can't do that with ETH. It doesn't work like that. But
yeah, it almost sounds like the worst case scenario. They refund you your money and they keep their baller, right?
Yeah,
that would piss me off.
That piss you off, but that's the worst case scenario, right? Because
No,
they're probably not flagged at that point, and then
whoever that person is, I would feel very sorry for them if they take that route because I gave up my ETH. Both to a middleman and a person.
Right, took away your liquidity and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I trust the 3 people that I made a deal with. To be honest, like I got to know them a little bit, right? Like we're negotiating people. One guy's actually local in Toronto, tells me exactly the neighborhood he lives in. The other guy's is completely doxxed in Brooklyn, owns a pizza joint. We've been talking since then. We've been talking since then because he's actually new to the NFT space, which is another thing I'm gathering from Ballers. Is this is their first NFT outside of Top Shot, right? So they don't have a lot of knowledge. So now they want to know, how do I mint on ETH? How what good projects are happening on ETH? So they're actually starting to bring in Ballers themselves. I've noticed are starting to bring in net new people into the space too, which is a good thing.
Sweet. So what do you guys think about the guy that left Top Shot and started Candy? What do you think about Candy?
Usman, right?
You know who left, right?
Usman.
Yeah.
So
he started.
I mean, now
Candy,
started it, right? He just joined the
Not
team,
him.
Yeah.
Not him as a person, but Candy. Just Candy in general.
I
that's another
like
thing
it.
that's gonna be all
I like it
too.
Man, they didn't. They're beta, but you couldn't even tell. Like,
no,
their execution.
Everything was seamless.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
Seamless.
I mean, they have a lot of.
I got to look at this. I don't know
huge backing too. You know,
I mean, it's collectibles.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got Gary V on the team.
Yeah, Gary V, Fanatics.
Isn't Cuban doing something with them too? I thought
Cuban owns the Ballers.
Oh, does he?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He owns these Ballers?
Yeah.
Wait, that's his project with Roham.
They're the 2 biggest investors. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. I've been hearing a lot about these ballers. So yeah,
it's actually why I trust him more because Cuban is a money man, and
yeah.
I feel like I don't know if I would trust it if it's just Roham.
Yeah, and I don't think Roham can screw this one up either. Like, it's gonna be hard to screw it up if it's actually like a real type of PFP and not just a card.
It's a game. It's actually a play to earn game coming up.
Oh, speaking of, before we get back to candy real quick, last night I posted on Twitter asking if the hardcourt game came out yet, and I didn't get a response.
I saw that. I saw that. I'm like,
I want to play. I want to play. Where is it?
It's not happening.
I know, like that was the whole thing. Like that was the biggest thing. You're gonna have a video game on your phone to use these cards in and play, and that it looks like they scrapped that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
They kind of just wanted like own the moment to do their like little thing that Ben used to write stuff for. Remember, he used to write articles for what ones to put on there.
That's called Swish.
Swish, yeah. So they basically is that even around anymore? I haven't heard anything about Swish.
No, they only do it for the whale guys.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the third party
whale
site,
token.
Right?
Yeah, whale token. Yeah. They're basically a DAO before there was a DAO. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That you're right. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, what do you guys think about candy? Bro, like, what do you like about it the most?
I think the design of the product.
Can you show it? I haven't seen it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you have the baseball stuff, right?
I have a lot of stuff. I just don't remember the webpage.
It's candy.
It's just Candy Digital, isn't it?
Candy. It's candy.
But can you guys log into something?
Yeah, no, I can.
Here it is.
Let's see it.
I got
log
it.
in.
No,
but I want to see someone log in and show us what the collection
looks
looks
like. I'll do it right now. You want?
Oh, okay. You got one too. All right.
I got a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
I bought a ton of stuff though. If you want to see
what it
looks like.
Did you guys buy the jerseys yet?
No, I
don't know what those are.
So the jersey it's an NFT jersey, but
shoot! Now you guys all know my password. Don't look. Oh, that? No, I didn't buy that.
Yeah, later down the line, you can burn it and get like a limited edition physical jersey, or keep the NFT.
I don't want a jersey. I always tell people like I don't want anything that's gonna be sent to my house.
Oh, was that?
So here's what I own.
Except for Bored Ape hoodies, right?
Yeah, except for that. I have a T-shirt over here. It's not open still. So what's this medallion?
So first question.
Oh, that's loud.
First question about this is this. They obviously have licensing rights with the MLB, right?
Yeah.
Are those rights exclusive?
They're going to be starting in, was it 2 years from now? 2020.
Was it 2024, right?
Yeah, 2 years from now. So
what about Fanatics? They don't have any of the licensing for NFTs?
It's Fanatics' Candy. They're same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yeah.
shit, this can be huge.
Yeah, they own basketball too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, be huge. They
have huge backing.
Yeah, and it started off, as you said, it was beta. Dude, everything works seamlessly. For sure.
Well, it says beta on the top left there, but I can't even tell, you know. I mean, their marketplace isn't open, so let's see how that goes.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, the marketplace isn't open yet.
What blockchain is this on,
right?
guys?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
I forget
where's my best one at? I have a good one, I thought. What's the best?
This has to be some L2 blockchain.
Yeah, it's on an L2, and you're gonna be able to bridge it over to OpenSea and sell stuff on OpenSea.
OpenSea? Then it's got to be like Polygon.
Here we go. I think that's my best card.
It might be Polygon.
Yeah,
because they have like
the only L2 OpenSea supports. They
have the college athlete NFTs, and you can bridge those over now to OpenSea and buy and sell them.
It's Candy what?
So
it's MLB.candy.com.
Yeah. Here's my other question. What do you guys think about the NFTs that are on DraftKings? Because they have sports NFTs too. They have a Tom Brady coming out soon.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady's company they're partnering with.
Yeah,
DraftKings.
No,
Yeah.
autograph.
Oh,
Yeah.
autograph.
Yeah.
When's that come out? I have to put a thing in my.
That came out today.
This looks
If you
good.
had,
It already came out? No.
not for the public, but if you had the pass, the
I
Tom Brady
do.
pass, you can mint.
I
Today.
did. Is it sold out already for me?
I don't think so. I think you have allocation.
Oh no, I don't have that mint pass. You know, you're right. You had to have that. You had to buy that pass or something a long time ago, right?
Yeah. A couple months ago.
Yeah. I was just talking about this last night too. Yeah, that pass was like going for like $1,000 the other day, like the cheapest. But they already have a full marketplace. Like, how does DraftKings already have an entire marketplace and everything's ready? You can withdraw and all that stuff, but with VV and Candy, you can't. Like, I don't get that. And I honestly don't get the ballers not even having anything. Like, why are they out if they don't have anything yet? But I'm buying one off you, whatever.
So you get like little video previews with some of the rare moments.
It's funny. I'll tell you guys. I've been Googling this whole time you guys are talking, and I cannot find what blockchain this is in, which, by the way, is actually a good thing because that's what NFTs should be all about. Like, it should be freaking irrelevant to people. It should be a product, not a crypto product, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I end up getting kind of lucky with mine. I mean, I don't have a much, right, as far as moments go, but with this Lance Lynn, I end up getting the #1 moment.
Oh, snap.
So I got 1 out of 409 there.
Where? Oh, the
one right here.
#1, yeah.
And then with my other moment, I got Spencer Torkelson, which I guess, he's the Tigers' #1 pick overall.
Yeah, he's supposed to be really good, right?
So yeah, so then when you look at his moment, right, it looks like he's got a little bit of a Utani in him, right? Because he hits a home run and then strikes out players. So
BG makes a good point in the chat. He said that with DK, you're already KYC'd, so like they don't have to KYC you again for their NFT marketplace. Your account with them.
Who?
Poppy, I found it the first link.
No, with DraftKings. That's why like their marketplace you can withdraw money.
Yeah, I just don't understand their box, right? So you get a toy box or whatever it is, right? And then it gives you some random NFT out of it.
Yeah, it's like a mystery box.
Wait, how do you get that?
That's what you're going to buy right now.
Yeah, the Tom Brady thing, it's a mystery box. And then you get like a whenever they reveal, you get like a random NFT. I guess
I have others,
rarity.
yeah. I have Simone Biles and Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's it's like a core, but the Simone Biles I have is an emerald, or it's a more rare one. And these things are not crappy, but basically you can only get one. It's so hard to get more than one of these when it goes on sale because you're in a queue, like the same thing as Top Shot, and you wait your turn. But theirs goes so much faster than Top Shot. It's like boom, boom, boom. You're already down. Uh-huh. Oh, it's so fast. So is Candy.
So what are your chances of getting a pack in a queue?
It's not a pack, right? It's a single.
Yeah, it's a box. Yeah. It's like whatever. He just said that
a box. But it's
I've gotten one on both of them so far. But Tom Brady's different than Wayne Gretzky and Simone Biles, so we'll see.
Yeah, the Brady one's gonna be popular.
Yeah. The real drop starts what, tomorrow then?
I believe so. Tomorrow or the next day.
How does one get in? I gotta get in. I'm in.
DraftKings. You just need a DraftKings account.
Marketplace.
I don't have a DraftKings account. Damn, I gotta create one of those.
Yeah.
If you're in Canada, do they allow gambling? You might not be able to.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah.
All right, it drops.
Don't do that.
12/9 at 5 p.m. So let me put that in my calendar right now. I don't want to miss this. Oh, and also I looked it up. It said that the candy's on the ETH blockchain. It might be L2, but it says Ethereum on it.
I saw that. No, I saw that. I know.
It's definitely an L2.
But it didn't answer my question. Of course, we knew that. I'm just looking at what L2 it's on. That's all.
I'm pretty sure you're right that it's Polygon.
It has to be
L2. It says Ethereum. If you look at the link, it says Ethereum.
I'm saying it's impossible that it's on Ethereum based on
it'd be too high.
You guys are describing.
No, it says blockchain Polygon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it does.
There you go.
For the autograph ones, right?
No,
for Candy.
Oh, not Candy. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I know the autograph stuff is definitely on Polygon, but
the link I posted says Ethereum or Ethereum, whatever. I keep saying it wrong. It says Ethereum, but there's no way because it's too fast, and it's
fucking media that doesn't even know what they're talking about, man. Like, clearly, we need more technical information.
It says MLB.com. You don't think MLB.com knows?
I don't.
No, I'm saying their user base doesn't really care to know what L2 they're on. That's not who they're marketing at, so they didn't put that in their document.
DG saying this Bitsky, whatever.
What the heck is Bitsky wallet?
I don't know.
Wow,
what's Bitsky? Brilliant.
That's a new one.
Candy Digital.
Yeah, every user has a wallet.
Wait, OpenSea. It's on OpenSea too. Look at that.
But what blockchain
should have BG come on here one time, just talk sports.
He can come on right now if he wants, man. He can tell us all about this.
Okay, but it's a wallet. But what blockchain is it on? Interesting. It still doesn't say.
I don't know. It's on OpenSea, dude. So it means ETH. He just showed us.
We know it's ETH. Yeah, just what L2. That's all.
All right, you're confusing the hell out of me.
Why?
I thought ETH meant it's not.
It could be on like what's
like Polygon is an L2 to ETH. So people might say ETH, but it's not really ETH. It's the second layer, which is gasless, which is what these types of products are built on top of. Because there's no way this is on ETH with gas. You guys would hate this experience. You would have to pay gas to join the queue. Just to join.
It'd be terrible.
Oh, it would suck. Yeah, it would suck.
Where did we have our magic? It was Arbitrium or something like that. Wonder if it's something like that.
I'm dying to know, and I feel like an idiot not being able to Google
it has to be Polygon. There's no way it's not.
It's the only L2 I know of on OpenSea. That's the only way I make that distinction. So,
well, is IMX integrated with ETH yet? No,
it is again another ETH L2, but it's not integrated with OpenSea. It's got its own marketplace.
No, you're right.
Best comparison is Nifty Gateway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Rarible too. Like, there's still some connection to OpenSea with something like Rarible.
Yeah, because Nifty Gateway, you have to pay the gas to put it onto the other chain pretty much. Because they have their own chain, and then they'll move it to the new chain, and you have to pay. Like I did that with my Marshall.
Oh, you do? With Nifty? You got to move?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have to pay to move
I didn't know that.
I did it with that M&M one.
All right, Ben, you were the big Nifty guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you could just buy off of Nifty.
No, it's a scary process.
It stays in their ecosystem.
Yeah, but it stays there, right? You can't. It's not going to show up in your OS wallet, right? If you buy it on Nifty.
Is that where we got Space Jam? Did we get Space Jam on Nifty? You guys remember Space Jam?
Yeah, yes, but Space Jam was. Well, that's Nifty. We're talking about Nifty Gateway. It's two different things.
Okay,
Nifty's
that's what I'm asking.
Space Jam and the Matrix NFT, and the Nifty Gateway is like the kind of the art marketplace.
And they started selling NFTs too over on Nifty Gateway, right, to compete against OS.
Yeah, they sell NFTs on there. Like the pack drop was on there, the mask or whatever. Yeah. That was kind of nuts because the guy sold 260,000 NFTs for like $500 a piece.
That's a big community, man.
And he did it with Pages too, right?
So that's and he did it with Pages as well. Pages was 0.3 ETH, and he sold 60 grand.
I know nothing about that side, and my old buddy Lord Truffington, who I don't talk to as much now, but because he actually just is so deep on that side.
So
that is the only time, the only thing he will talk.
I just talked to that guy today, man. He's cool,
a good guy. He's such a good guy, man.
I saw him on your show. Yeah, that's how I found out who he was, from your show,
him, man. Yeah,
yeah. He says he's going to London or something because I was inviting him on a Twitter Spaces. I think he's in London or he's about to go to London. Regardless, he might come on a Sunday show though. Yeah, I like the guy. I talk to him every now and then, and yeah, he's like your buddy, right, from back in the day. From a year ago, before or 2 years ago.
Top Shot, man. For like literally first
you
guy.
Top Shot?
First guy I met in Top Shot.
Oh, I thought you knew him from. Nah,
man. 100% Top Shot. And Top Shot, I'm pretty sure we bought the same day, and joined the community the same day. So we ended up just kind of hitting it off and going through the bear market together, and he told me a lot earlier than I told him that you should get out, right? And I was like, I just wouldn't listen to him. And now I'm like, yeah, I should have listened. I was always trying to be the positive guy, like, let's surround ourselves with positivity. We're still enjoying the product and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just have one more thing to say before I'm ready. I'll DM you probably in the morning about the ballers talk. If you don't mind tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed for real at a normal time tonight instead of what I always say I'm gonna do and then never do it. I have one more thing I want to bring up.
While you look for that, I got a question for the group.
All right.
What do you guys think about? We were talking about Mechaverse earlier and how hyped up it was. What do you guys think about the CloneX project with Artifact and that PFP project and how it dropped and how it's doing?
Oh, that project got fudded, eh?
But you know the floor right now. So
the floor's high.
Floor's like 4 ETH almost.
Yeah. I kind of expected that.
Yeah.
I expected that. I think actually it'll do well, man. Again, that's a crew that basically markets to Instagram crowd, TikTok. They have a massive TikTok following.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll do well financially, but I don't really jive. I didn't jive with the art, to be honest. Not what I saw. It wasn't my thing. And it's not that it's bad art. It's like some big time artist who I never heard of.
Yeah, Murakami.
Yeah. I don't know anything about him.
I like Murakami, yeah.
Yeah.
He does the Kid Cudi and the Kanye Bear and all that. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of fashion collabs too, Nike and stuff.
Yeah. He did something like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah. It's high end. It's high end product, and I think it probably does well.
But yeah, they definitely received some big FUD when they were going through the minting process and everything. It didn't look like it was going to do too well, but it went from that. Was it what it sold out at 2? They basically said, "Hey, we're going to pause it because we're having issues," and everybody's like, "Oh, there's no issues."
Yeah, and then they changed it to just a regular drop at 2 ETH, and it sold out pretty quickly. I'm kind of excited with kind of like the 3D metaverse avatar aspect of it, where you get like the 3D model you can customize, and based on like all the other metaverse avatars that other projects are kind of dropping. In my opinion, this kind of looks like the best one, the most refined one. So I'm kind of excited about that. See,
do you end up having it too?
I have. I minted one. I probably should have minted.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
more than one. Kind of.
Yeah, because basically what they're selling themselves for is like it's going to be your avatar no matter what, whether you choose Decentraland or you know, Sandbox, whatever it is.
That's my next question. You just led right into it. So my next question is, who's going to be the winner in the end? Sandbox, Decentraland, Meta / Facebook, or someone we don't know?
I think it's Sandbox at this point, for me at least.
Well, right now. But just imagine how much money Facebook is going to pump into this. Billions.
You don't think there's room for more than one metaverse?
It's going to be like the first supercomputer that has AI, man. It's going to be one.
I mean, Facebook won because they were the first, right? They were the earliest.
No, MySpace was.
So I think one wins, but not one starts. Like, we'll have quite a few opening up, and there will be a battle. Which one do you
want to invest in? Which one do you think will be the best investment for being closest to the people that you want to be hanging out with? Like, do you want to hang out with the people that are going to be at MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? Like, it might be broken up like that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know which one is which.
Yeah,
one, right?
Absolutely. That's fair. That could
we don't
be the case.
It seems right now Decentraland's for the most techie.
Think bigger than this. There's going to be Decentraland and Sandbox will definitely battle it out, and one of those two will win. But the battle's much bigger. It's each blockchain and their respective metaverse, which is being built out right this second. So the Solana metaverse they have their version of Decentraland and Sandbox. Flow is starting to build it out with Flowverse.
Yeah.
BTC starting to build it out. Ben and I were talking to
Cordy.
to Cordy. So metaverses are being built,
and Binance is building out all their own games and crap too right now. So they'll probably have their own as well.
And now also gaming companies are coming in building their own metaverse, like Immutable X, Guild of Guardians.
Yeah. Right? Well, they're on. Yep. Gala has Miranda's. Like that's a huge game too. People are spending lots of money just to buy a damn tent on a piece of land in that game.
Bro, we're gonna have a world war.
It's gonna be multiverse. Multiverse, yeah.
Yeah, and we haven't even heard from the AAA gaming companies yet. Like Epic Games, they're gonna have one, and they're huge, and they have.
Well, who are they doing with? Because Ubisoft is doing it with Tezos, so. But
yeah, I'm not sure what chain they're building it on.
I just said it.
No, I'm talking about Epic.
Oh, Epic. Yeah. Who's the game company that said they don't want to be on anybody? Like, we don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big one.
Steam.
Yeah.
The biggest company. The biggest game
because they don't want to share those profits with anybody.
Well, what has Activision said anything? I know they're probably up there as far as big companies go.
Bro, a decentralized stream is coming. Decentralized Steam is coming. Guarantee you.
It has to. Yeah.
Whoever's fucking thinking about that right now is going to make it out good. 5 years from now, if you have the horsepower
regular Steam
to really build something good. Yeah.
That Ubisoft announcement yesterday kind of really got the ball rolling because I don't think a lot of people expected that right now. I think a lot of people kind of expected that a little bit down the road, maybe sometime next year.
To trickle in, yeah.
Well, I think they're behind too as far as shooters go, right? Because you got like your Fortnite, then you got Call of Duty.
Oh, definitely.
And then you got Battlefield, and then there's Ubisoft somewhere over there.
Right. Halo just came out. Yeah. So they
own Halo.
But... No, Microsoft owns Halo. But I'm saying like those games are ahead of like the
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ubisoft is more known. Are they the ones that did
Tom Clancy and
Yeah, they had a game I really liked too. They had a game like Mafia or something.
Well, they've done some incredible games, and I've been a big Ubisoft as a gamer.
Did they do that Ninja game? Like I don't know what's that game called.
The Division. They have the Division. They have Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was a big one. Watch Dogs, Ghost Recon. I love Ghost Recon.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed is by far probably the biggest franchise.
One of the best.
Yeah, isn't Ghost Recon 2 where like you have to go like down and like infiltrate and just kill all the mafia jugglords?
And those were the days you could spawn glitch. Do you remember that?
No, I never got to do that.
Come on.
I never knew to look for those things. No, I just never.
So I was spawn glitching you, and you were like, "What's happening to me?"
Just the fact that they're willing to kind of take that leap and do it. It's gonna be interesting. It's supposed to drop tomorrow.
Thom, are you still gaming?
I actually, it's funny because Warzone came out with a new map today, and I hopped on for like first time in 3 months last night.
Ooh. I think. Are you on PC? Oh, sorry. Yeah. What are you on?
PC.
So
they're all cross-platform
I'm on
now.
Xbox.
Yeah, it's cross-platform. So
okay, let's play together. I'm in.
I'm down.
I'm in.
What game? What is it?
Ben, are you in?
Ben plays Warzone too.
Yeah, I play Warzone. Yeah.
What is Warzone?
And NFT. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
I have an Oculus.
I might have to update it though. I don't know.
I definitely gotta update it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. It's been a while.
New map comes out tonight.
What is it? A shooting game?
Yeah. The battle royale.
First player shooting, multi.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, you played Call of Duty back in the day, right? It's not like that. It's like, battle royale, 100 people dropping the map.
Fortnite.
Last person survived. Yeah, basically.
Oh, Fortnite. I miss it. I have.
Or no, actually, what's the adult version? The adult version is Ready Player. No. What's the adult version of Fortnite?
PUBG.
Was it? Yeah, PUBG. One of my neighbors plays that thing it was like his favorite game ever made. Like,
PUBG was before Fortnite. That was Fortnite.
It was
copied for PUBG,
and they kind of both suit each other.
Yeah, but
I think did they merge?
No, PUBG still.
I thought the companies merged. No,
Fortnite just took over, man. They're just so big. and they do things so well. Their like in-game experience and their events and stuff is like unmatched.
So
dude, they
Fortnite,
paid
I
a
have
kid
picked up.
millions of dollars to win. Like that was sweet. That big gaming competition. I was with my cousin. He loves Fortnite, and I watched it with him. I was at his house that day, and we were watching it live. It's like a 13-year-old won like $5 million or something. It was nuts. That's I don't know. That was beyond crazy. Like he's like, dude, because he's trying to get that good so he can get onto that crap, and because he wants to win money. And I'm like, dude, if you're good enough, do it. But if not, get good grades.
It's tough. It's competitive.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the hay. You guys go have fun playing the whatever Battleground.
Warzone.
I'm sorry. Battleground's the game that they made. That the other game makes.
We playing that Metal Gear Solid, guys?
I don't know. Guys. My favorite game was always Assassin's Creed. Like I used to like, but they got kind of like the same always happening, so it kind of got weird. But Call of Duty I love too. The thing is, I've had Xbox, and all my friends had PlayStation, and they were never cross compatible, so I never had anybody to play with. Now they are. Yeah. Well, I gave my Xbox to my kids, so I need to get the X. I'm gonna get the PlayStation.
For Fortnite, right?
No, Fortnite. Fortnite's one of the first ones to.
No, but sorry, but they killed iOS.
Yes, right? They killed because
Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apple wouldn't let they wanted their cut, man. The mafia.
Yeah. They lost that lawsuit, or they lost a lawsuit to another company then, but they're appealing it. I thought they lost a big lawsuit to a big company.
To Apple.
Yeah, they lost to a big company because they were doing basically like what you just said, where you could buy it third party, and Apple kicked them out of the game store, and then a court ruled that they had to put them back in the game store if they're allowed to do that. They're like, you're not allowed to do that because basically what they're saying is you are pretty much the marketplace. You can't pick and choose who comes in as long as they're legit. You don't get to just take money off the top of them. Like that's not how the free enterprise market system works. So they lost, but they're going to appeal. Well, they'll be in front of the Supreme Court in a few years. It's so long to get through cases. They just take.
Epic single-handedly 10x'd the Nintendo Switches by doing that because there were so many kids that were playing that game on their iPads and everything else that as soon as they ruled it and you couldn't play it on the iPad no more, that's when the Nintendo Switches started, being completely sold out of stores and everything else.
Oh, because you could play it on
out like a year and a half before then. Huh?
Hey, this is NFT God. What you're saying, I'm just reading, and this is freaking big news. This is big news for NFTs. Why is nobody talking about this in the NFT space?
It was epic. Yeah, it was epic.
No, I know it's epic, but what they're saying is actually funny enough. The reason I believe they may have rugged the Bored Apes game for the same battle that they're having with Epic, which is they don't want NFTs on their platform because it's going to allow people to monetize the game without them being able to stop them from it. So play to earn for them doesn't make sense. So this lawsuit forces them to allow us to build on that platform, and people can make money on basically the token, and they can't stop us from doing it.
Yeah, they can't. Well, this is the low court, man. This is like this was at a trial level court in a federal, so it's going to go to higher courts.
Sure. I see. Okay,
but there is an injunction, so I don't. Epic's allowed back on the Apple while they're waiting for the stuff, even though Apple pushed for them not to, and they have to pay back. I don't know what they pay back attorney fees, but there's a really good article on The Verge. Go to The Verge and actually look it up.
I don't think they are back on iOS. Maybe they don't want to be.
This all happened back in September, so I don't know what's happened since then. I haven't kept up with it.
Yeah, but you're right though. Apple's going to keep on fighting because they don't want that precedent set, right? They don't want.
Well, I don't think Apple can stop them because it's anti-competitive. It's anti-competitive and it's illegal. That'd be like you owning like anything. Like you own the stock market, and then you're like, well, you can't be here unless you give me a cut, and then you boot them off because that person's actually making money somewhere else with another stockbroker that you don't like or whatever. I don't really have a good analogy.
Yeah, it's a different argument that Apple has, right? That their analogy is, they're the middleman, so they're protecting you. So if you need a refund because they ripped you off, we're going to give you that refund.
Yep, and they're saying that they're centralized pretty much, and that they don't want bad people coming in, so they have to spend money to do security and check these people out, to check them at the door and all this. So therefore, these people, but they also saying like these people wouldn't even have anybody to sell to if it wasn't for them being so generous and letting them into their ecosystem. It's interesting. We'll see, dude. It's gonna take like three years before we get a final answer, if we ever do. Or probably be a settlement. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm out, guys.
All right, boys.
All right, guys.
I'll be on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on Twitter Spaces tomorrow if you guys want to come in. I named it yesterday, but I named it NFTs equal right click save. Because all these people that are selling us the crap. Because that's what they all say. I can right click on it and I own it too.
Yeah. Kill them with
kindness. All right, guys. I'm out though.
All right, man.
What's that? All right, bye-bye.
All right, guys.
Later, guys.
Later.